Hey everybody, Ray here, and today I'm going to showcase how to farm Monstrous Treasure Mapcraft. So you can find it here, it's Monstrous Treasure, and it will make all your monsters in your map hide inside the Strongboxes. So that way you can benefit from the Strongboxes bonuses and from some particular Sextants. To tell you more how to get this crafting option, I can showcase this. You need to allocate Shape in the Skies. Shape in the Skies will give you a pretty low chance to get a special map crafting option, and one of the special map crafting options could be Monstrous Treasure. Here it is. So, to farm it, you need a special setup together with a pretty special Atlas tree and prepared maps as well. Let's look into it. So how do we roll our maps? The way is pretty simple. We can take the basic Reading Temple, apply the quality on it, and then roll for like 100 quantity without breaking mods. So it should be a pretty simple process, and you should be able to get something like this, for example. This one is totally working. So when you have it, we can proceed further. So after this, we should apply our orbs to the map. For example, I'm going to apply like 80% for everyone. But please keep in mind that such approach could be risky. And after this I'm going to corrupt all of them. So this, for example, is a really good map. You can see it right here. It's 130% of quantity. There's like Delirium buff around 80%, and this will work perfectly. We need maps like this. So this will be like our primary example here. And let's proceed further. So after we got our map, we need to showcase the Sextants and the Scarabs. The Scarabs are pretty simple. I'm using the Winged Divination Scarab right here for the Divination bonus buff that will help us to drop more cards. So the second one is Winged Ambush Scarab for 9 additional Strongboxes. This one is pretty strong since we need as many Strongboxes as possible. I'm also using Gilded Cartography Scarab, and I will explain how it works when I will move to the Atlas tree. And the last one, I'm using the Mortal Rage for 10% increased quantity for the area. I think it's a better bonus than other Scarabs, but you can try to use this one instead, like Gilded Reliquary Scarab or even Winged Reliquary Scarab. Personally, I prefer Mortal Rage, since I think 10% quantity bonus is more important. If you don't have enough currency to spend like Winged Ambush Scarab and Winged Divination 1, you can downgrade this to Gilded Divination or Gilded Ambush Scarabs. Both will work alright, but if you can afford it, Winged will work better, especially the Divination one. So try to risk a little more here, and the potential reward will be higher as well. So after this I'm going to showcase the Sextants. First and the most important one is the Enraged Sextant. It will give you a lot of quantity, but please remember, we are not rolling the Strongboxes itself. We are rolling the monsters that will come out of the Strongbox. And this bonus, quantity bonus, is the most important thing in the whole strategy. That way you will have a lot of monsters with a crazy amount of quantity, and you can drop something nice from them. The second one is Magic pack size, it's pretty important since you will probably have a lot of magic monsters from the strongboxes with a lot of quantity. More magic pack size, more monsters, more chances to drop something. The next one is the Beyond one. This one is pretty important since you can bring more monsters that way. Beyond can stack a lot since all of your monsters will stay in close groups after they exit the strongboxes. And that's pretty much an idea. Try to get like 35% increase in pack size if you can, and that will be like really nice. And the last one will give you 2 additional strongboxes, make them corrupted and rare. This one is not that good, but since it gives you additional strongboxes, you can still use it. As a second option, you can just throw it out and instead use the Engineer's Orb to get the quality on strongboxes and roll them for pack of the monsters. But this way, to use the corrupted compass, it will be simpler. So plan accordingly. So let's move to the Atlas tree. This one is pretty simple since we are using the Wandering Path. That way we will be able to get more bonuses from the small Atlas passives, and our notable Atlas passives will give us nothing. We are doing it mostly because we need as much quantity as possible. So we are getting all the quantity here, together with map bonuses there. We are getting Eldritch Gaze for Ether Worlds altars. That way we'll be able to buff quantity while inside the map. Also, I'm getting all the possible bonuses for 1 level of maps together with Singular Focus. And to utilize Singular Focus, when we will run Monstrous Treasure, I will get rid of all favorite maps. So that way they will be completely empty and all the maps will drop as a basic currency instead. That way we can get some currency here and there. I'm also getting the chances for Harbinger, together with chances for Abyss, Tormented Spirits to the left. Those 2 are chances to meet the Tormented Spirit, and here you are getting quantity for the monster that was touched by Tormented Spirits. I'm also getting additional quantity for Beyond monsters, together with Beyond buffs here. And a little buff to Einar, since we are going to use him. Additional altars and shrines could be really helpful as well. So we are getting shrines here. And here we are getting the chances to make our strongboxes openable again. This is really important since we can get like 12% right here. And that could help us a lot. So to give a short explanation, now we have the map, we have all the Sextant modifiers here, we have the Ether Worlds altar, we are going to use Einar to get additional monsters inside, and we are using Monstrous Treasure. That's pretty much it. So everything is set and we can go in. So in the map itself, I would say just be careful and try not to die a lot. You should pick the strongboxes one by one, move back if it's needed, and pretty much snipe the monsters from some distance, since when they have delirium bonuses, when they are enraged, and when you have a lot of additional bonuses for them, maps could be kind of challenging. In this situation, just try to stay alive and wait for your big drop. That's pretty much it. You could also bring the omens together with you to avoid death when you have a really low health. Try to Google them, they like only a few chaoses and they can literally save your life. If overall you can see that you can do maps properly, just lower the delirium percentage. So I'm doing 80 in this run, but you can go 60% or like even 40%, and if your build is not completed, go for 20% of the Delirium. Don't worry about it, you will still receive a good chances to drop something cool out of the monsters that will be enraged. So, speaking about the desired loot, there are 3 main cards, divination cards, that we want to drop here. First will be the Dragon Heart. This one can give you level 4 empower, and that's pretty much alright. You can get a lot of them, like up from 2 and to almost 10, depends on amount of Monstrous Treasure maps that you will go. You can sell them, you can try to finish them and sell the empower itself. There's a lot of different options, but this one is definitely good. The second one is 7 years bad luck. This one can give you mirror shard and cost about 1.5 divines. So if you drop this one, you will probably make a profit out of the map itself. And the last one, the Apothecary. This one is pretty much simple and you probably know everything about it already. It costs almost 70 divines right now, so if you will drop one out of like 10 Monstrous Treasures maps, it will be perfect. So this is the ultimate goal that you should aim for. Sometimes there is no a single Apothecary, even after like 5 or 6 or 7 runs, but this is pretty much random and just means that you need to run more. So that was the guide how you can run Monstrous Treasure. Hope it will help you to drop some sweet Apothecaries, and that's pretty much it. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more Path of Exile content, and see you next time!